it's Tawney. In today's vlog as you can tell, I wanted to unpack my groceries, talk about what I've bought today because I bought some odd stuff that I want to brag about, and just talk about some things. My day today was very busy. I had to work on my car with my dad, so I took some sick time from work to do that because I knew that I couldn't sit at work and be thinking about like, oh my gosh, all the stuff with my car needs done. You know what I mean? So I just had to take the time off. First trip was a dollar store, and I bought gummy bears. I buy both the regular and the sour gummy bears, but lately I've been wanting the regular, and I think I might take them to work, as well as these Heath miniatures, because I like to have those at work. I stash them in my desk so that other people don't know I have them. Because we have like a main candy bowl on our desk, but it has like Smarties and Tootsie Rolls and Tootsie Pops and Hershey, like little mini Hershey bars, and then like Milk Duds. But they don't have Heath bars, and if I'm buying the Heath bars myself, I don't want to you know what I mean? Like, I'll share, but I don't want to it to be like a everything stash. Then I got this candle. It's a 3-tier candle, gingerbread sugar cookies and vanilla bean. It smelled really good. I have like 50 of these gingerbread smelling candles, so I probably didn't need to buy one, but I saw it and I was like, you know, I'm gonna buy it. And they have one that's like pumpkin spice, and I really liked it, but whenever I went to get another one, they didn't have one at our local dollar store. So when I was in like a different part of town, we have like $6 stores in like a 20-mile radius, so you can like pick and choose which one you want to go to depending on where you are in town, I guess. And I was over in that way, and I was like, well, I'll stop. Well, they had them, but they were in like the dollar size, not like the regular $5 like regular size candle things. So I stocked up on those, but then I'm thinking they're only seasonal, and the dollar store I went to today had nothing for fall or Halloween. They had like a tiny end cap, but it was like Halloween makeup stuff, so they didn't obviously have the candle. So then I bought that one as like a backup. And then I also bought peppermint cream, which this honestly smells like they put like 50 pounds of peppermint oil in it, like essential oil, and then your nose is like you know what I mean, that like strong mint smell that makes you like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. Like, that's kind of the whole, you know. And I try to use reusable bags, but I find that if a store has plastic bags, I use plastic bags. But we've been needing bags at work to give away food and stuff in, so I'm not too guilty about having them because I've been needing to take some to work. So my last stop, I made a couple different stops. I went to Goodwill because we had 2 Goodwills in town, one where I work and one where you can shop at. So they were fairly far apart that they combined to have one in a new location in the area where you shop at, where I used to work. Like, it's like right beside where I used to work at Staples. So I was like, well, I want to go in there and look around. So they had some nice like tables and chairs and things, but I wasn't sure I could fit one of the desks in my car, so I passed on that. But I found a really nice picture. I don't have it with me, but it's basically just like some kitchen items in a picture, and I thought it was kind of cute. It was only 99 cents, so I bought it, and I was like, well, I'll put it up somewhere in my kitchen and it'll look nice and it'll be just kind of cute. I was looking at mainly frames, but I found the picture and I liked it, so I was like, well, that's nice, because then I liked the picture. Didn't really like the frame, but then I was like, I can always take it out, you know, or even like recreate it, you know, online, look up a picture similar to it, kind of a thing. But yeah, so I went there, and then my last stop was at Aldi because I wanted to get cucumbers. So that's why I ended up at Aldi, because Aldi has a really good produce section. Today, I kind of had a feeling that they were doing inventory soon, or like they were getting stock in, because there was a lot of stuff they didn't have. They didn't have strawberries. They had like a couple things of organic strawberries, which are always more expensive than regular strawberries, and I don't really eat organic unless I have to. Like, it's not something that I'm like super picky about. So I was kind of bummed there that like I wanted strawberries. They had like one thing and they looked like crap. So anyway, so I bought a thing of ribs because I have been wanting to have ribs for a long time now. I honestly don't think I'm going to have room in my freezer for these things. And I usually store my meats in my freezer because if I leave them in my fridge, they go bad. And then I'm like, you know what I mean? I've been wanting those for a while. I got salmon because I'm going to have salmon for dinner. I love getting my salmon from Aldi. We have a store that is like Giant Eagle. It's called Martin's. It's like along the same thing, like Giant or whatever. I think it's along Giant, not with Giant Eagle. But they have salmon, but I don't find it as good as the Aldi one. And the Aldi prices are fairly decent. They had like 2 to choose from. So I guess that's not too bad. And then I got these bean and cheese burritos My mom and my sister really like these, so I saw them and I was like, well, I'll pick them up and try them. And then if I don't like them, I can always just give the leftover ones to my sister, and then she can have them because she eats them for breakfast. Like when she's driving to school, she'll take them and eat them in the car. I got this broccoli bake, broccoli with cheese and light cream sauce, and the picture looks really good. So I was like, well, I'll get it and try it, and it'll be like a fun, different thing to have for dinner. I have no room in my freezer for this stuff. I'm going to need to start putting stuff out and making it. I do have chicken I can get out of there, I guess. But I just kind of wanted to try something different, try something new, something that I'm not like overly familiar with having. I bought chicken fried rice. It's a complete skillet meal, and it has chicken, which I kind of didn't think. I thought it would just be like chicken fried rice and it not have any like chicken to it, but it does. So that's exciting. So I'm excited to try this because I like the next thing I'm going to talk about, and it's along the same lines as the chicken fried rice. So I was like, oh, well, I'll try this and see if I like it. Maybe something different that I haven't had from there. Something that I'm like, that I don't always get. These are just chicken that I'm moving to my fridge so that I can give to my mom tomorrow, so I can get them out of my freezer. And then the last thing is the Oreo stir fry from Fuchsia. I really like this stuff. I think I've wanted to try the lo mein version of this, but I just didn't. We bought this for work because we have a food grant where we buy food from Aldi. So this was one of the things, I think like week 1, and I got an extra bag and I really liked it. So I bought this again because I really liked it, and I wanted to have it again. And whenever I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I want it. So yeah, I now have no room for this stuff. My freezer is so full. I guess I shouldn't complain. I'm just more so like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Not that like I'm not going to eat it, because I will eat it. That's definitely not the case. Not the problem here. Oh crap. I have a pizza. I bought one of these Rising Crust 3 meat cheese pizzas because it was like $3, and I thought it was like a really good deal. I remember getting a pizza from Aldi once that was about $3 or so and really liking it, and I think it was 3 meat also. So I was like, well, let's see if this is the same one. If it's not the same, it's probably still going to be fine because it's just, like, it's just pizza. So, like, I feel like I'll like it. I got this kettle corn because I've had kettle corn in, like, the same type of packaging, but from a different brand before, and it was really good. So I'm just going to try this, see if I like it. I probably will. I mean, even if it's not the same type of thing, I feel like I'm still going to like it regardless. I got chicken broth to make chicken noodle soup at some point. You don't have to store this in your fridge, but I like to, but I'm not sure if I have room in my fridge for this, honestly. No, I don't. I have a White Claw in the way. That doesn't say what kind of demographic I am. I don't know what does. And then I got 2 boxes of this 4-cheese pasta bake where you just mix, what is it? Some amount of milk, a cup and 2/3, which is really hard to say, and then a cup of cheese, like shaky cheese or whatever, or like Parmesan cheese, any cheese in a bag kind of a thing, and you can just like bake this and you have a meal. So I bought 2, so whenever I invite my nan and my mom over, it's in the view of the camera, whenever I invite my nan and my mom over, I have something that I can make that's a little bit different, because I like to try and do something different for dinner, but that also like is good, you know what I mean? And then I got this salsa con queso. It's the medium kind. I prefer to have mild or like not very spicy. I do like my cheeses to be more like nacho cheese versus like Velveeta melted cheese, just because that's my personal taste. And that's all they had. Got tomatoes because I love tomatoes. Got these cucumbers because I accidentally let some go bad in my fridge. You have to clean those out. Yeah, I let those go bad in my fridge, so that's kind of a no-no. I bought this romaine lettuce because my guinea pig eats romaine lettuce. I'm gonna have to clean out that drawer before I put anything in it. He eats romaine lettuce. He cannot have the head of lettuce. He can only have this kind of lettuce because the head of lettuce just kind of like bulks him up, but it doesn't really do anything nutrient-wise. So I try not to give that to him unless I like have nothing else to give him, or I've cut up a little bit to make a salad and I'm like, oh, he can eat a little bit of it and he'll be fine. But so I bought that for him. I call it Marty lettuce Then I bought this little can of mushrooms. I call them fake mushrooms, even though they're not, just because I feel like they're the kind that people put on pizzas. I use them whenever I make steak because I don't like real mushrooms. And I know that's so weird, and I probably could find those in like a Rio cut up and put on there, but it's just easier to buy a 49-cent can and put it on there and save it for later. And I got bananas. I don't eat my bananas very quickly, so I made sure they were green, and I made sure there were only 3, so that way I didn't waste any and I could use them all. And if I don't get to them before they go bad, I will make banana bread out of them. And then the last thing I got from Aldi was carrots, because again, I have a guinea pig, and I pretty much only buy carrots for the guinea pig. I went grocery shopping once with my nan and my mom, and I got 2 bags of carrots, and my nan was like, "Why'd you get 2 bags?" Or my mom asked why I got 2 bags, and Nan and I both said at the same time, "It's for the guinea pig." And it was so funny because I'm like, "Oh, you know me well enough that you know that like my guinea pig eats all of my carrots," which I make carrots every now and then, but not nearly as often as like he eats them, which I don't mind because I'd rather him get fed than like, you know what I mean? Like I can find other things to eat and whatnot, so it's no big deal. And I don't eat carrots raw. I only eat them cooked, so it kind of works out. But, ooh, so exciting news. Exciting for me anyway. I have a new villager on my island. So 2 days ago, Willow had a thought bubble over her head. Willow is a sheep. She's adorable. She's snooty. She tells people how it is. It's great. I have so many screenshots of like things she said and done to people on my island that like I loved her. Well, she asked to leave, and I was like, you know, I've been wanting someone to leave, and I have your picture, so I'm not going to feel too upset if you leave, and I can always get you again. Like, that's the whole, you know, you can always find someone willing to give them up or not wanting them anymore, or get their amiibo, you know? So I let her go. Well, then I was dreamy hunting, Nook Mile ticket hunting, island, you know, hopping, whatever, and I was like, well, I'm going to find another villager. So I wanted to get Diana, because Diana is a deer. She's white, and she has, like, pink and blue ears, I think, or like she's really pretty, but she like looked similar to Flurry in like their color scheme and stuff, and I was like, oh, they would make really good neighbors because Flurry used to be Willow's neighbor. So then I was like, oh, it's perfect. Well, Diana is a very popular character to the point that I had a feeling I'd have to spend like hundreds of Nook Mile tickets. And I had like 23 in my pocket inventory, and then I had like 50 at my house that I didn't want to spend if I didn't have to. Like I was saving them up. So I was like, well, I'll go and see who all I find and whatever. Ran into Gloria first, which Gloria's a duck. She's hideous. That was a big no. I ran into Teddy, which I like him, but a friend of mine has him, so I didn't really want him. Ran into a lot of ostriches and chickens. I ran into Apollo. Which I was tempted to take him, but I don't really want any of like the bird type animals, so I said no. I ran into Pecan again, which I used to have Pecan, and she used to be where Flurry is now, but I let her go because I didn't really like her home aesthetic. And of course I let her go like right around August, so right before fall came, and I was like, you know, she would have been a great fall resident. But I got rid of her and got Flurry, so I don't feel too mad about it because I like Flurry. I mainly got Flurry because she's a hamster and she was like close to a guinea pig, so I kind of felt like I had to take her. But she was really cute and I liked her, and she's still really cute, so I'm glad I have her. So I was hip-hopping around. I had 1 ticket in my inventory left, so I was on my second to last of like before I had to go and get more out of my house, and I ran into Kevin. Now Kevin is a pig, so think about how the name Kevin goes with pig. Just give you a second. Okay, when I looked up Kevin, I almost died. So he is named Kevin because, like, they always have funny names relating to what they are. Like, I have Chops, and he's the pig, so it's like Pork Chop. So Kevin is named after Kevin Bacon because bacon is from pig, which I thought was the funniest thing ever. And this, I saw somebody talk about Kevin in like a video online. It might have been Nook Talk or somebody, or Nintendo Talk, someone like that, and they said, Kevin's okay, but he's not great. And I was like, oh my gosh, he is cute. He is adorable. I was like, he's so cute. I like him. He doesn't look weird. He doesn't have weird qualities. He's a sporty villager, which, like, that's right up my alley. So I was like, oh, okay, he might be one of my new favorites. So I had this, like, underlying, I want Kevin. So I was on the island, and I'm, like, milling around trying to make my decision. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take him. I can move his house. I can make it work. I already have Chops, but that's okay. But I'm never going to get rid of Chops because Chops is, like, my man. I love him. I don't know how people hate him, but I love him so much. He looks so good in a toga, let me tell you. So I got Kevin, and Kevin moved onto my island today, and I haven't played yet. So I'm gonna have to go and check him out and check his house out. I have a place where I want his house to go, but whenever they first move in, they get the plot of the person that last left, and you can't move them when they're like in transition of like whenever it says sold Kevin's house, which like doesn't make any sense because now that he's moved in, I'm gonna go talk to Tom Nook, and he's gonna be like, no, you can't move his house. He just got here. Like it's too soon. So I'm gonna have to wait a while, which I hope isn't too long. And then I have Bob, which everyone has all of a sudden started liking Bob. And Bob's okay, but I'm not really a big fan. I got him because I liked his home aesthetic, and I also have Stitch's amiibo, and they have the same home aesthetic. So that's kind of why I got him, but my island's on a kid core island, so I kind of think it's a little bit like, why? So I'm going to get rid of Bob. I'm just waiting on his picture frame, which I think might be coming today or tomorrow, because I started getting his and Flurry's at the same time, and I got Flurry's yesterday. So I have high hopes, fingers crossed, I will get it today, but whenever he leaves, or whenever I get the picture frame, I'm going to amiibo in Maple, and Maple's going to take his spot. So I'm very excited because Maple the bear, she's a little cub, not the bear, she's a cub. She's adorable, and she would fit my island aesthetic so well, because mine's like a foresty, cottagecore kind of island. It's a little bit fairy core because I have a lot of like Nova Lights and the butterfly models and such. So I'm very excited for the new, like, you know, the new direction my island is going in. My island's name is Apple because stupid me started out with apple trees, and then I was like, oh, name it Apple. I was going to name it Apple Orchard or Apple Valley, but it was like 1 or 2 letters too long, so I just made it Apple. And now I feel like I'm just promoting iPhones. Like, whatever. So, I don't know. I'm excited, so I'm going to go do that after I put away these groceries and start on dinner. And then I'm meeting some old friends from whenever I worked at Staples at Denny's to have dinner later tonight, which will probably be at like 10:30. So, because they don't get off work until like 9 or so, and then they have to clean up the store and do whatever. So then by the time they're done, it'll be like 10:30 whenever we get to go eat dinner. So that'll be fun, because I haven't seen them in a while, and they've been really supportive through all of this like stuff that I've been through, so that'll be nice. But yeah. I filmed a lot of videos lately. I might film a video tonight doing my makeup or some kind of eye look, just because I'm not wearing makeup and I kind of want to, but we'll see, because sometimes makeup on my eyes late at night does not do well for me. It doesn't, like, I don't know, my eyes just start to water, they run, I like rub my eyes constantly, so I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I had a good night just driving around, getting some things done. I really needed to make a spare copy of my apartment key, because I got my locks changed 3 months ago for an obvious reason, but I got my locks changed, and then I hadn't made a spare since, so I needed to do that in case I lost my keys or lost that key, and you know what I mean. So yeah, I did that. My new key is really cute. I'm really excited. I did that at Lowe's, so I did it all myself. Yay, look at me. I'm trying to prove the whole like I can do anything and like hear me roar, girl power kind of a thing, but like PWR, not POWER. So yeah, that'll be my night. But yeah, I'm probably gonna watch some YouTube videos too, because I saw a lot of people I'm subscribed to upload some videos, so that sounds like a lot of fun. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell down below if you're interested in seeing more videos of me. And don't forget to comment what your plans are, what you're up to, how you're doing, any questions you have for me, any topics you want me to talk about in videos, any kind of brands you want me to review, things like that. I'm definitely interested in that. And in the meantime, I will see you in my next video. Bye!